In this video, I started out with $0, a lawnmower, and a truck, and now I have the challenge of building a profitable landscaping business from scratch. But there's a twist. I only have a year to do it. This is season 2, so will I make it big or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys enjoy content like this and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe and drop on a like helps too. Anyway, let's go build a business. Well, it is another day, another dollar, back trying to start my own landscaping company from scratch. It's bright and early. I've already been to the coffee shop, got myself a coffee, and there I landed my first job for this morning. So we're going to head out there and get working on that. I was going to pack up camp, but I think we're just going to leave this here. I mean, I don't really see anybody else here that's going to nab our tent, so we're just going to leave it for now. So I already have gas in the jerry can for the lawnmower. Truck's got plenty of fuel in it, so we should be good on fuel for a little bit this morning, and hopefully we can go and make ourselves some money. Now, I have went out and passed out some business cards and put out some flyers, so I'm hoping that brings us some work. Not entirely sure if it will, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh man, it is foggy this morning. I'm pretty sure the noise ordinance stopped us from working this early, but we're gonna do it anyway. And this is the house, and it is one big lawn. This is gonna probably take me a little while. It's actually right next to the house we have mowed previously. All right, mower's full of gas. Let's get rocking. So I think my main goal for today is to get money in my bank account. We're at $400, which is not too bad, but I don't want to be sleeping in a tent forever, so we're going to have to get that up a little bit. Now, sleeping in a tent's all fine and dandy until it starts to rain, and then you're not having too good of a time. So I'm hoping we can eventually get out of there and get into something a little more comfortable. So when I said this property was going to take a little while, I've been mowing for a good little bit now, and I've barely made a dent in it. But hey, the longer it takes, the bigger the check. And this ain't no short grass either. This is like almost hip height on me, which is super dang tall. I'm actually surprised the push mower is handling as well as it is. So I've pretty much got all around the house finished. There's still a lot of the back left, but we're just working on the front here at the moment. Oh, I missed a spot. But look at the amount of grass clippings we got here. This is why people got to keep their lawns mowed. So I'm starting to see some progress here. We've made it around the tire swings there, and we're just working on this big patch in the back. Man, I would kill for a ride on lawnmower right now. At least I'm not skipping leg day though. So this is probably the biggest lawn I've done yet with just the push mower, and it probably won't be the last. And that is it for this lawn. Happy to be done with this. Let's load this sucker up and get our payment. Another $200 bringing us to a total of $600. Not too dang bad. So after looking at that jerry can here, we should have another small lawn in there, hopefully, before we have to go to the gas station and fill her back up. So let's go see if we can find some more work here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think that says free. Or are my eyes deceiving me? Is this like a mirage or something? Aw, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. I gotta check this thing out. What is this? A Craftsman T110. This looks like a sweet mower. It's got a big old free sign beside it. So, I mean, putting those two things together, I'm pretty sure it's free. Wonder what's wrong with it. Who would just give a mower away? Wouldn't you just sell this on Marketplace? Unless it's broken? No one wants to buy it? I don't know. Well, I got room in the back of the truck. I'm taking it. Actually, you know what? I better go knock on the door and check and make sure this is actually free and they're not just advertising the mailbox is free or the garbage can. I'm fairly certain it's the mower, but I'm gonna double check. Okay, just checked. It is a free mower indeed. They don't know what's wrong with it. It just quit working. My guess is it's something super, super simple, but I'm not gonna say nothing. Now, the question is, how am I gonna load this up? Because I do not have ramps and I do not have a trailer. This may be a little tricky. The lawnmower turns sideways here, gives us a little extra room. I'm just gonna back up to this thing. Now let's just pretend that all that walking from pushing that push mower has given me incredible leg strength, and I'm gonna lift this thing right in here. Just like so. Strap that down. You think I can take the sign? I mean, it does have the word free printed right on it. Nah, I'm not gonna take it. Now, to figure out what to do with a mower that won't run, I've got an idea. So we're gonna go to Tractor Supply here, or our equivalent of, and we're gonna try do a little parking lot fix on this garden tractor here, or this lawnmower, whatever you want to call it, if we can get this thing running. So I'm no mechanic, but lawnmowers are pretty dang simple. Number one, let's see if this thing will turn over. Okay, so it turns over that far. I just need to make sure we're getting spark, fuel, and air in that order. specifically. I've checked 2 things off the list. We're getting spark, we're getting fuel. As far as I can tell, the motor has compression, so we're good there, but it just won't fire up. Now, let me check the air filter. I found our culprit, an air filter packed so solid with grass, dirt, some mud, bird feathers. I don't know how those got in there. Whatever else, this thing was getting no airflow. So that also might have been the culprit. So I'm gonna go get a new air filter. Mind you, this thing was not getting a lot of great fuel, so it could have been the fuel filter too. Okay, I've spent $50, got myself everything I need to hopefully get this thing running. Let's see what we can do. All right, moment of truth. Are we good? I think we're good. No way, that's all it took. Oh yeah, now we're moving. So I think it might have been a combination of both things there. Who knows? But we have essentially gotten ourselves a perfectly running and driving mower for 50 bucks. This is not my grass, but I kind of want to see if I can cut it. Oh yeah, look at this. We're cutting grass and we're doing it at 12 miles per hour. That's pretty dang fast. Yep, my push mowing days are over. That's official. All right, lift with the legs, now with the back. In the truck you go. So now that we've effectively gotten ourselves a way better way to mow grass, it's time to find ourselves some more work. But the tank on that mower is pretty dang empty, and our jerry can's getting low, so we're gonna fill everything up here. $30 later, got myself a snack, got the fuel, let's roll. Now this looks like a property that needs some mowing right here. Let's see if we can land ourselves a job. Okay, where's the actual entrance here? Because this is on the porch. Aha, here we go. All right, landed myself another job. And this one's gonna go a heck of a lot faster because now with this mower, we should make quick work of just about any lawn we need to. Unless it's a few acres, then we may be here a while. This is not a few acres, so we should be good. And I'm gonna be feeling lifting this tomorrow. So I guess the one thing I didn't check on this was the blades, but this thing's pretty new. And from the size of that lawn of the house we picked it up from, I don't think it mowed a whole lot of grass, so we should be good. Yeah, it's looking like the cut's pretty good, so we're just gonna roll with it anyway. And would you look at this? We could just cruise with this thing. Look, I'm all for faster mowing, but like 12 miles per hour seems a bit excessive, but screw it. If it's mowing good, we're doing it. So I'm gonna get as close to everything as I can, that way it leaves me less work with the push mower. But this thing has a pretty good turning radius, so we shouldn't have to do much. I do wish the deck was wider though, but I'm not complaining, at least I'm not push mowing all this. You know what? I may be nice to the people that I got this mower from and go mow their lawn for free when it needs it, because I got this thing for effectively nothing. So I honestly probably should just go mow it. Man, if I listed this thing on Marketplace, my ROI would be crazy. For you non-financial nerds, that means return on investment. Front lawn is done, on to the back. And these deer in town are bold. He's just looking, he was looking right at me. Hold on, how close can I get to you? Nope, not that close. So after finishing the last of what I could with the ride-on mower, I grabbed the push mower so we could get this lawn finished up. However, I instantly regretted this after sitting on that new mower. It was official, push mowing still sucked. So after getting everything loaded back up, I collected my payment of $250 and another job. You see, the guy that owned this house was a real estate investor and he had a brand new property that he wanted cleaned up. And after seeing the work I had done at his house, he figured I was the man for the job. And after making the drive all the way out, I seen just how bad the property really was. Decently big lawn, super overgrown grass, and there was a tree that looked like it needed taken care of very badly. And unfortunately, I was a little ill-equipped to handle this current situation, but with the nice paycheck that was promised, I was gonna figure it out one way or another. So after getting everything unloaded, it was time to get to work. And step number one was taking care of this big old tree. Now, I didn't have a trailer or any means of moving this massive tree, but what I did have was a chainsaw. So after getting the main trunk of the tree into decently manageable pieces, I started loading him into the bed of the truck. We could take him to the sawmill. And after getting 3 whole pieces in the bed of the truck, it was time for our first load. And almost as if it was meant to be, the sawmill was literally right down the road. Not more than a minute drive. And with our first load bringing us $1,090, I had a feeling we were gonna make a lot of money today. And with our second load bringing in $1,261, I was starting to think I might even ball out tonight and get myself a hotel room. All right, so I've got some more pieces of the tree cut up here. There's still a lot more to go. We've literally only just hauled in the main trunk of the tree. Now we've got all the branches. This is definitely not gonna be a pretty load, because the branches don't really stack nice, but when the wood's paying like it is, I'm not complaining. And I'm in the wrong business. I should just be selling wood instead of mowing lawns. But it is the start of summer, so what they're paying for good firewood is through the roof. Now, I don't want to miss any of these big branches. I don't even know if you can call these branches, but I don't want to miss any of these logs because if I do, that's going to spell the end for my lawnmower deck. Not sure how much more we can fit on here, but we're going to try to get as much as we can. All right, well, that's all I'm putting on here because we don't got to go very far, so we don't got to stack it sky high. Would be nice to have a trailer, though, but I mean, after this, I'm probably going to be able to afford a real nice trailer. I almost just can't believe this place is like right next to where we're doing our job. Just worked out perfectly. 1,570 bucks. Dang. Tell you what, sure glad I'm not hosting a barbecue this weekend. These firewood prices are ridiculous. I'm gonna chop this tree down a little more though because we're having a hard time getting it into bed. Another load. Probably shouldn't be driving over this field. $895. That makes sense. It was a load of mostly big logs instead of those massive ones that we were loading up before. All right, well, that's about half the tree gone. Well, I guess 3/4. Another load coming in at $1,201. Yeah, if I ever come across another job that I'm cutting trees at, I am definitely getting myself a trailer. I should have just rented one. Oh, sorry, car. Didn't mean to cut you off there. But yeah, I should have just rented one, but we're making it work this way. $845. Dang, I wonder if we're going to break 10 grand. So as you can see, the Super Duty is not overloaded at all. I have loaded the last of the logs on here, and I'm curious to see how much we're going to get. I think it should be a good amount. $2,075, just barely, almost breaking that $10,000 mark. But by the time the job's finished, we should have broke that, so I'll take that as a win. Now, with that tree out of the way, we should be able to get all this mowed up here and looking real good. Now, the guy told me that he doesn't want me to mow too far down or anywhere too crazy outside of the basic area of the house, so we're not gonna go too far with this. Just gotta make it look good. Now, what worries me is this big ditch. Hopefully the craftsman has no problems with it, so we're gonna stay kind of out of that area. I do have the pickup truck, so I suppose I could pull the mower out if I needed to, but we're gonna hope that doesn't need to happen. So we're pretty much just going up behind the tree there, and that's about it. Now, I told the guy if I do get a skid steer later on in the summer, I'll come back and remove that stump for him, but for now, he's fine with it, so we're just gonna leave it for now, since I don't really have the stuff to do it with, so it is what it is. That is, unless I could attach a stump grinder to the Craftsman. I don't think it could handle it though. So it's kind of looking like, luckily enough for me, I'm not actually going to have to get the push mower out for this place, which is nice. Oh, but check this out. Look at the angles I was at with this dang mower. This property needs just a little bit of landscaping. But I'm surprised the old Craftsman actually is doing pretty good. Although I'm thinking if I keep making good cash, I do want to upgrade at some point. But for now, this will get the job done. Yeah, this mower does not like those angles. So I called the guy and double checked and made sure he didn't want me to go down any further kind of towards that pond. And he said, nope, just kind of past the house here just a little bit. That's all. So we're sticking to that. Man, look at the size of that stump. You know, I couldn't even run over this thing with the lawnmower if I wanted to, so at least it's not a hazard to the mower. But I doubt, as long as this guy wants me to, this grass is never going to get this long again. And I think that's it. Load up our push mower here. I think we're about out of gas in just about everything but the mower. I mean the riding mower. I mean the push mower. Yeah, I definitely got to get a trailer. Lifting up this mower is killing my back. But hey, at least we got the cash for it now. Dang, that is one good looking lawn. Just stopping back off here at the guy's house. Gonna go collect my money quick. Quick $500 in the bank. That brings us to over $10,000. $10,210 to be exact. Now we just gotta figure out what to do with all this money. You know what? I got an idea. Just gonna stop here and pack up my tent real quick. Yeah, that's right. We're staying at the Four Seasons. Four Seasons Hotel. Thought it would have looked more impressive in person. This is actually just a bed and breakfast. But hey, I'll take it. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe and goodbye.